Ladies and gentlemen, Lenny March here with Machine MMA. I am with Brooklyn Burch ahead of his fight on October 4th at Machine MMA, the Fed, Gateshead. If you do not have your tickets, get them now. It's going to be a stacked out show, going to be a sold out show. So make sure you avoid disappointment and get them now to watch this man, Brooklyn, in the main event versus Alex Ross. Firstly, Brooklyn, how are you?
I'm feeling good today. Trained, feeling good, yeah.
This is an exciting fight between you and Alex Ross. Yeah. Just talk to me a bit about the main event. How do you feel as you preparing for Alex, who's a good local fighter as well? Yeah. Obviously training out of Roker Roughhouse. Just talk to me a little bit about that.
I feel good. Obviously, Alex asked for the fight when I was injured, and yeah, it's gonna be a really good show. I'm excited to be on the main event as well. So, first one of my amateur career. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, this one, obviously you fought Machine MMA quite a few times. Do you feel like this is a position that you expected yourself to be in once you started in MMA? And, been a quick rise, I'd say, for myself as well.
Yeah. I would have never thought that I would compete in MMA, let alone go main event on a big show like Machine. But yeah, now I've competed a few times. I feels ready to main event. It's a good feeling, yeah.
What's that sort of statement that you're looking to put on October 4th? What does that look like in your head? You go out there with big eyeballs potentially watching. You want to go in there. What are you looking to produce on that day?
Just to let people know that I'm a good fighter. I can basically fight anyone, no matter the skill level. And, as an amateur MMA fighter, I produce entertaining fights. So going into the pros, I can comfortably say I've had a good amateur career, yeah.
Would you say that's your best attribute and what fans expect the most on October 4th is entertaining fights, should be a good scrap, get your money's worth, basically?
Yes, well, 5 fights in amateur MMA, I've always had a good scrap. You can never say that if I'm in the cage, it's never a boring night. 4 fights on Machine, 1 finish on Machine, and the 3 other fights were wars. And even my loss, it was a good fight. So, yeah, every single time, entertaining scraps.
Listen to the man, listen to Brooklyn. If you haven't got your tickets, make sure you get them because they're entertaining scraps. So you're expecting a good fight on the main event. Brooklyn, I just want to talk about your last fight that you just mentioned there. Yeah. Unfortunately, it was a loss, but I just want to talk about the positives that you've got now heading into this one, October 4th. What does that look like?
Well, a loss teaches you that, you can come back from it. It didn't really obviously it's only amateur. It's just a learning curve at the end of the day. I've lost one. Now I can just keep going and there's no stopping us. I'm still training, I'm still in the gym, and next fight, it's behind us now. The loss is behind us and I can just keep going and keep training and keep fighting.
Do you think there's a lot of pressure off your shoulders now that you've suffered that loss? I know obviously no one wants to suffer a loss. Everyone wants to go, 55 undefeated, but you've had that loss now. Do you kind of feel like there's a little bit off your shoulders? You can go into this more relaxed with Alex being undefeated, so you have that nothing to worry about, and you've suffered loss, but as you talked about lessons, here we are now. We're moving on.
Not necessarily. I still obviously feel pressure to win fights. A loss is a loss, but at the end of the day, every fight I'm going in, I'm going to win. I'm not saying, I've lost one. It's okay to lose them multiple. Yeah. No, it's I'm going in and I'm gonna try and hurt the person opposite. It's a fight at the end of the day. I'm not aiming for a loss. I'm not trying to lose. I'm not comfortably saying, I've lost before, so it's okay. I'm saying I'm going to fight the person opposite and I'm going to win.
What would it mean for you to pick up the win on October 4th and move, I would say, one step closer to maybe getting that Cage Warriors fight or etc.? What would that mean for you to get the win on victory on the main event against Alex Ross, who's a good solid opponent in the Northeast?
It would mean quite a bit. Obviously, going 5-1 as an amateur, it's a pretty big achievement. I'm only 18 years old, so pretty big achievement going 5-1. Yeah, it would mean quite a big deal to win and get close to Cage Warriors. But at the end of the day, like I say, I'm only 18. I've got a long way ahead of us, and I'm going to keep fighting. Just keep going.
He's quickly come back into the shot here. He's getting carried away. He's talking about his fight. He's getting carried away. I want to talk about the Cage Warriors merger that we just just spoke about there. Just talk to me a little bit about that. When you saw the announcement on Ian Freeman's, and obviously that's a show that you've been on before, so you've got that relationship with Ian already. What was running through your head as you saw that partnership, pop up in mind?
It was exciting, really exciting. It was I've always wanted to train on fighting Cage Warriors, Cage Warriors then UFC, of course. But I'm young. I'm still an amateur, so just got to keep fighting, keep racking up wins, keep racking up experience, and then, get the Cage Warriors contract when I'm ready.
The last question on my head, how does the win play out in your mind? How do you get your hand raised on October 4th? What does that look like in your head?
A lot of possibilities, but obviously everyone hopes for a first round finish, so I'm hoping for a first round finish. Obviously, Alex did ask for this fight when I was injured, so you know it's on him. If he goes out, loses the first round, that's on him.
You mentioned there, obviously, Alex asking for that fight when you're injured. Can you elaborate more on that? Is it?
So I was injured, obviously, after my last fight, and I was in the gym training. I wasn't able to fight, and Alex basically asked my coach, not Alex directly, his coach asked my coach for the fight. Obviously, now I'm ready. Now I'm in the gym, back training, so I'm excited for the fight. He seems like a good lad, and I'm ready now. I'm willing to put on a good performance.
Do you find your experience having that last fight, who was a high-level guy, as we spoke about before we went on interview, maybe playing a factor, being a difference?
Not necessarily. Obviously, the last guy I fought was pretty high caliber, pretty high up in the amateurs, but at the end of the day, it's the fight. It's a fight. Amateur level, people are just going out to rack up wins. Young guys like me, like myself, Alex, a few other young guys that I've fought, we're literally just going out for the love of the game, and I'm pretty excited to put on a show, but like you say, high caliber opponents, low caliber opponents, at the end of the day, it's still a fight. Anyone could be dangerous in this game.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Brooklyn saying it's just a fight. October 4th, it's going to be a good show between him and Alex Ross in the main event. Like I said, if you don't have your tickets, make sure you get them. If you don't know where to get them off your main man here, Brooklyn. He will provide the details and the necessary tickets to get your way to October 4th on the Fed Gateshead. Make sure you're there. I'll be there. Brooklyn will be there, obviously, in the main event. Don't miss it. Don't make sure you're there. We'll catch you then. Thank you very much. A very goodbye. Brooklyn, mate. Nice pleasure. Thank you very much.